Hey, my name's Sina Mokhtarian, and this is my senior exit project. I was born on March 29th, 2000, to a family that consists of my mother, my father, and my older sister. Currently, I'm an IB diploma student getting ready to graduate and move on to the real world. Taking it back to when I was growing up, my parents kept introducing various creative outlets to me since they always thought I was full of excess energy. One of these outlets ended up being one of my biggest passions: music. Since I was young, my parents wanted me to do something musical, so I took up learning guitar and listened to as much music as humanly possible whenever I could. I was always interested in how musical instruments created emotions and feelings for the listeners. I just wanted to do the same in what I did, just having the goal to make people want to move around and dance. I wasn't just interested in performing though. I just spend most of my day and night on Spotify listening to almost any genre. I've only been to one major concert, and that was for Cage the Elephant, which was one of the best moments of my life so far, aside from the part where one of my friends almost got trampled in a mosh pit. From this interest, I took jazz band in sophomore year and started to revitalize my passion in guitar. But I realized I couldn't continue this passion in school due to a lack of room within my schedule. No problem, however, since I simply just continued it within my personal time, performing for my friends and my family individually, and even at the Merc with Jezer, a close friend of mine who definitely knows how to sing. I don't plan on submitting to the pressures of college and life beyond my education and leave my passion behind, but I will actively partake in both practicing the guitar and other instruments and experiencing music through concerts with my friends. Throughout all 4 years of high school, I've served as a member of Garden Club, eventually working my way up to the president position. Being completely honest, I got into the club through my sister, who continuously nagged me to join so she can get some more community service hours. But this idea was soon left behind after I came more and more. When I was younger, and still now, but much less sadly, I used to help my mother with gardening, but I certainly wasn't good at it. Being able to join Garden Club, even through force, led to a rekindle of these memories for me, which I cherish greatly now. Because of the club, I spent almost every Wednesday planting trees, flowers, fruit, weeding weeds, etc. Something I actually enjoyed greatly. Specifically, one time during Garden Club, my fellow gardeners and I had to move in two new trees, Japanese maple trees, into the Zen garden to represent the former two principals at our school. Both experiences have been incredible, and I hope I can continue to do more work within the environment in the coming years, whether it be more personal, like inside of a garden, or a more community effort with adopting a trail. Throughout the course of my high school career, I became more and more comfortable with the idea and concept of teamwork. I have NHS and mock trial to thank for this. Within NHS, me and my group had to create a chili cook-off in order to raise money for Project Touch, an organization that spends its gains to aid the homeless. In this project, we had to organize all the necessary materials needed to make sure the event would run as effectively as possible. The hardest part was managing the event during the time it was running, as we all had to make sure we were capable of communication and were active in the roles we had to play. Besides my specific project, all of the other projects I participated in NHS made me actively think for the group's sake and not mine alone, whether it be cleaning up the trail, the duck pond, or making pancakes in 4 in the morning and sacrificing my sleep for the day. I wasn't always good at group projects though, specifically in freshman and sophomore year, where I had no real experience with group projects and equal responsibility amongst participants. From these activities, I learned to focus more on the group collectively and less on myself individually. As a graduating senior, it's incredible looking back on all the development I made throughout my 12 years of school. However, things aren't over just yet for me, as I plan to continue my education at the University of California, San Diego as a philosophy major, one day hoping to become a researcher and college professor conjunctively.